Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel, Light Minded. I'm just getting all set up here. I hope that each and every one of y'all are doing well. Okay. So today I'm probably just going to be doing a general reading for the collective, and yes or no, one free pendulum reading is going to be offered today. And if you would like specific questions answered, go ahead and check out the link below. Let's see. Okay. So hopefully I'm able to catch some of y'all today on this Sunday. Let's see. Hope that each and every one of y'all are doing well. Let's see. I can't believe it's already December. Happy birthday to all of the Sagittarius out there. My birthday was December 6th, so I am a Sag sun. So again, happy birthday to all my Sages. Sag season. Okay. Right. So my name is Tony, and I'm a licensed professional counselor. I read tarot. I do psychic mediumship. I'm a licensed Reiki master. So if you're interested in any of my services, you can go ahead and click the link below. I also offer, hi there. I also offer digital products. If you want to check out the link below to learn how to regulate your nervous system. But yeah, nice to see you on the live. I am offering one free yes or no questions for the pendulum readings. And if you would like personal questions with tarot, you can go ahead and check out the description on how to donate. But yeah, I'll probably be on here for about 30 minutes or so, seeing who I can connect with today. So I am offering one free yes or no pendulum questions. So if you have a question, you can go ahead and put it in the chat. Just make sure it's a yes or no question. But yeah, how are you doing today? How is this first week of December feeling? For me, it was good. This is my birthday, I guess, birthday week. So definitely set the intentions to get a lot of rest this week and eat some yummy food. So that was nice. That was nice. Hi there. Nice to see you. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Yesterday was my birthday, so that was really nice. Got some yummy food, had a lot of rest. Definitely enjoyed it very much so. How are you doing? I am offering one free yes or no pendulum question. So if you do have a question, you can go ahead and ask. If you have more in-depth questions, you can go ahead and check out my description on how to donate for a tarot reading. But yeah, I hope that December is treating everyone well. You know, the holidays can be very stressful. Just people are spending more money and just being more busy, maybe being around family members you either like or dislike. So November, December, maybe some of January can be very stressful for people. As a therapist, I talk to clients all the time, and this time of year, you know, can bring on seasonal depression and increase anxiety. So definitely make sure that y'all are finding ways to take care of your body and meet your needs. Because a lot of times when you're having big feelings, it's just a part of you saying, hey, I need some help. So yeah, that's what I created my needs list for on Etsy, was basically it's a list of needs. That way you don't have to guess what your needs are. So yes. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the general reading for the collective. And whenever y'all are ready to put in your yes or no free question, you can go ahead and put it in. Oh, okay, there you go. Firebird. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Spirit, what messages for Firebird. Yes. No, maybe so. Okay. All right. So I am getting a yes for you, but the thing is, I don't think that she did this alone, if that makes sense. I don't know if there's like other key people, but I see it being like discussed amongst her and other people, maybe another two people. Um, oh, yeah, it's been a tough week. Okay, a little rest, little R&R will help that. But yes, Firebird, I am getting a yes, but I do feel like my guys are showing me like this person in the front, but there's two other people like behind her that are like communicating and making decisions. Gotcha. I feel like there's three people that was having this conversation. I don't know if it was amongst like supervisors or management or people of higher authority. And it looks like they were doing this with a list of people, but yeah. But she is like the main one that is forward, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. But you know, like when it comes to the way people treat you a lot of the times, or the way people, because relationships, we have relationships with everyone, right? Like coworkers, friends, just in general. But we're mirrors to each other. So I'm also getting that you could mirror something to her, and sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes a bad thing. Sometimes we mirror people's what do you call that, insecurities. So basically, the foundation of the relationship with herself is how she's going to interpret you, how she's going to interact with you, how she's going to treat you. So if there's something on there that is constructive that you can work on, great. But if it is false, then that's unfortunate. You're a strong performer, yeah. If what she's saying is the opposite of what you're actually doing, it may not seem like it in the moment, but she's actually gathering up negative karma. Like everything has to be balanced. Like if she's saying something about you that's not true and she's trying to take away from you, it's going to take away from her. So, but yeah. I was going to just say, my guys are just saying, watch the stories that you tell yourself, because she may not be in the best place energetically. And you just want to make sure that you don't stay stuck in that energy. Yeah. I could see that. She wants to compete with you to dim your light. Yeah. Yep. It'll catch up with her. But also remembering like your power is the fact that nobody can control your light unless you give them permission to. So, when you go into that workplace, just kind of visualize either some white light or like a pink light or a green light, whatever light kind of cloaking over you. Maybe providing you with some type of protection. I think that would be helpful too. Yeah, for sure. Don't let her drag you down. Don't let her drag you down. All right. Yeah, the energy for December, it can be like this sometimes just because of, what everyone is going through. Also, like the holiday season brings up a lot of grief for people, the things or the people that they've lost, or maybe the relationships. Firebird, like maybe this person is having like not the best relationship with their family, so they come to work and they're just terrible to people. So, unfortunately, sometimes it's like not even about us. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards for the general reading. And I will get back to personal questions. But like I said, you can check out the description box if you would like a tarot reading. Let's see. So we're starting off with See the Magic. I love that card. And this stone right here, labradorite is really good for protecting yourself. Do I have any over here? I don't. But this one's really good for protecting your energy as well. So that could be something too, like keeping some type of crystals on your person can be really helpful. But with See the Magic, I'm really getting this energy of looking at the glass half full versus looking at the glass half empty. For some of us, December could feel very draining, like it's draining our energy, draining our magic. One of the things that I like to ask myself is, Wouldn't it be nice if? Wouldn't it be nice if? And that is a really good question to make you pause and really thinking about, what and who you want to attract into your life. Wouldn't it be wonderful if I went to Disney World this month? Or wouldn't it be nice if an unexpected check came in the mail? So it can really help with manifesting and really shifting your energy from lack to an abundance. Go deeper. So this is like a collective energy, but go deeper. Spirit is saying get more information, gather more data, do some research. There may be more answers. Something is like hidden. So there could be something that, yeah, it could be something that is coming out, like what comes in the dark comes out through the light. So let's see what other messages Spirit has. Oh, Tiger Eye. I like that one too. Tiger Eye is really good. I have a Tiger Eyes card and it says release the fear. So it could like get rid of a lot of fear as well. Ask for help. Let's see, what do you really need? Be willing to accept and support. So as a therapist, one thing I've noticed is it's really difficult for a lot of people to ask for help because your relationship with help might have been damaged. Maybe when you were younger, you've asked a parent or a family member and people just never showed up for you. And also know with like your guides and your angels, if we don't ask them for help, they're not gonna like intervene. Like we have free will. So I know for me, like I'm always like, hey, any type of support or help that you can send my way, like please send it my way. Like I'm definitely open. Yeah. Firebird, that's one way that I love to like kind of bring up in session is like collecting data. So even your experience at work, like if you're able to kind of focus on, the things you like versus the things that you don't like, that's good data, that's good information because it gives you more information on how you want to move forward or how you want to be treated instead of labeling things bad or good. Because when we label things as bad or wrong, it can make us feel like we're lacking something. Hi there. One free yes or no question. You just have to put your question in for a pendulum reading. Okay, actions speak loudly. Express your love through action. I love that. When I see this card, I'm almost thinking about love languages. I'm not sure if any of y'all have taken a love language quiz, but if you're able to take a love language quiz, find out what your top 3 out of 5 love languages are, and then put that into action. Because if you're feeling drained, if you're feeling exhausted, if you're feeling tired, the way to fill up your cup is to focus on ways to love yourself. And the thing is, our love languages changes over time. So it's just really important to find ways to fill up your cup and really meet your needs, because when we have unmet needs, that's when we have those big emotions. That's when it's hard for us to regulate our body. So make sure you're checking in with yourself. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So I feel like for the collective, you guys are going to be doing something different. You're going to be moving into a new energy. It's so crazy because we're moving into the North. This is North Node. We're moving into the new year. So thinking about like in December, what or who do you want to release from your life? What kind of experiences do you want to let go of? So you can really attract in this new energy that is coming in. One thing I've been doing with clients when it comes to the new year is I'll ask them, when you think about 2026, like what are the buzzwords? What are the experiences that you want to have? Like, do you want 2026 to be fun? Do you want it to be like soft life? Do you want it to be easy? Do you want it to be smooth? Because sometimes when we're manifesting or we're trying to like create pictures or intentions, we can kind of like get too focused on the details. We want to leave some wiggle room so the universe can like come in and help us. All right. And I'm almost done with the collective reading, and then I'll get back into the pendulum questions. We have the Page of Cups. Okay, so for the collective in December, we're going to have some good news come in here. This could be good news of love. This could be a job opportunity, but some type of good news that comes in that really opens up our heart space, puts a smile on our face. It's going to provide us with more balance in our life, whether it's balance emotionally, physically, or financially. So, yeah. One more card. Yeah, we're going to be wrapping up some type of cycle that has been painful or uncomfortable with the Ten of Pentacles here. So if you feel like, I feel like for some of you feel like there's a lot on your plate, if it feels heavy, just try to ask yourself, what are some ways I can feel more comfortable in my body? Whether it's going for a walk, whether it's taking a nap, whether it's just breathing really deep, 4 or 5 slow, deep breaths. But this cycle is definitely going to be ending. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. So we have even more good news coming in. And this is typically in regards to finances. So definitely going to be some good things coming in. So I'm definitely loving that. All right. Oh, okay. Very nice. I know that's right. Because life is really all about cycles. And when we do have, like the Nine of Wands, that's us feeling exhausted. That's feeling like we can't go forward anymore, deal with the situation or the person. But know that it's temporary. It's definitely very temporary. Okay. Um, yeah. Stress and depression is tough. It is tough. It can really slow down your energy. So a lot of times with stress and depression, especially depression, you could feel like you're kind of in quicksand or like thick mud. You want to think about little actions that you can take. Spirit. Let's see. So, Spirit, what messages? Yes, no, maybe so. Miss or love? Yes, no. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So I am getting a yes. I do feel like this person that you hold a special place in their heart. I am getting the yes for the misses and the love. I do feel like it may be kind of complicated because my guides are showing me like a lock, and it's kind of broken. So I'm not sure if they're going through a tough time, or something with their foundation is shaky, but something is going on where it's complicated. But I do feel like your answer is a yes. But yeah. Yep. And as a therapist, I talk to clients all the time about stress and depression. And a lot of times when I talk to clients about stress, they'll say, coping skills don't work. And I'm like, well, it's not that the coping skills don't work, but most of the time people want to practice coping skills or regulating their body when they're already stressed. So when you wake up also, the way you end your night is the way that it's going to impact the beginning of your day. So at the end of the night, one thing I love to do is set intentions. Like, I'm setting my intentions to have a good night's sleep. I plan on getting rest, sleeping throughout the night, and waking up feeling rested. Really setting your intentions so your subconscious mind can be guided, to kind of help you with that. And then when you wake up in the morning, it's something as simple as stretching or taking 4 or 5 deep breaths. If you get kind of elevated throughout the day, putting an ice pack on your neck, hugging yourself, rubbing your shoulder, practicing self-soothing physical touch is a great way to regulate your nervous system. So with coping skills, it's one of those things you have to practice throughout the day, and practice different ones. Oh my goodness, my nose itches. Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that. That's tough. That is really tough. That is tough. But I do feel like that person is having a tough time, not to take away from your situation. Um, I feel like they're feeling very torn and conflicted. You're welcome. You are welcome. Yeah. Because when it comes to unmet needs, a lot of times um, he is very happy. So this is the thing, like, social media, that's only like a glimpse. That's only the surface level of what we see. Like, we never truly know what someone's going on in the inside. Like, as a therapist, I talk to people, and people can be functioning and being very successful in their career and like doing all the things. but they can feel very empty inside. They can feel very lonely. I talk to a lot of people that are lonely. We are currently in the epidemic of loneliness. So sometimes people are very high functioning, either with depression or high functioning with anxiety. And they may appear very happy or appear very productive, but they may not be inside. So sometimes when you just see certain things like videos or social media, that's only a slither of what they're experiencing. But it's really important to just think about your comfort. You know, that's the most important thing that you can focus on, because um, every relationship in your life is temporary, whether it's a temporary 5 months, 5 years, 80 years, but the only permanent relationship you have is the relationship with yourself. As a therapist, what I've noticed is like most people don't consider the relationship with themselves a relationship. So if you don't consider the relationship with yourself in a relationship, then that lets me know that you don't consciously or intentionally consider yourself. And that's where we get the people pleasing or poor boundaries and just letting people treat you any kind of way. Because ultimately, like each of us, we teach people how to treat us, which is really important. So the more you know your love languages and you meet your love languages, you are almost sending out vibrations to other people that are going to love you the way that you want to be loved. But if you're not working on loving yourself or meeting your love languages, then you might attract people in that treat you any kind of way. Yeah. That's sad though. That's sad though with the betrayal. Um, but everything in the universe is all about balance. So when there's any type of cheating or betrayal, that's a vibration too. So I can only imagine like what that person is attracting in their life. Hmm. Another thing that is really helpful to a lot of my clients is I'll tell them, you're writing a book. You are writing a book for your life, and every single day is a new chapter. Because a lot of times as humans, we will replay different stories in our head. So you just want to be mindful of those stories that you replay in your head, because it could keep you stuck. You know, we may tell ourselves stories that are hurting us even after the hurt has happened, like 5 months ago or 5 years ago. So the stories that you tell yourself, the words that you speak are so important. It's almost like your words are like magical spells. Like even if people don't believe in manifestation, we are energetic beings and we're always throwing off vibration, you know? And I always like to say the energy of vibrations are either lack or an abundance. It's a scale. You're either speaking good over your life or you're speaking, lack over your life. So just being mindful is really important. One way that I start my day off is I just literally wake up and either start off with some gratitude. That's a way to kind of shift your vibration and raise it. Also, I just affirm, like, you know what? Today's going to be a good day. If I run into any challenges or any obstacles or any bumps in the roads, I know that the solutions are going to come my way. And what that does, that narrative of it's going to be a good day, and if there are any challenges, that I'm capable, that is making my subconscious mind, that is making my brain feel safe. So another thing that's really powerful is self-talk. Scientists are studying how self-talk can either harm your brain or it can heal your brain. Also, it's like extra power if you're able to use your name in third person. So my name is Tony. So it could kind of look like, Tony, yesterday was tough, but I know today's going to get better. Each and every day is getting better and better. I know it may seem silly, like using your name in third person, but scientists are studying how it is actually very helpful. It's helpful with validating yourself, understanding yourself, providing yourself with self-compassion. These are things that they don't teach us in school. They don't teach us how to emotionally meet our needs. A lot of times they don't even teach us how to regulate our body, you know? hmm They don't. They don't. And it's so unfortunate because just think if we were children and they were teaching us about breathing exercises or visualization, like visualizing is such an amazing tool because your brain doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. So like I'll do little things like if I have sessions back to back and say I have heavy sessions and I'm exhausted, I'll go to the restroom, wash my hands. Water's very neutralizing. And as I wash my hands, I'm like, not only is this water cleansing my physical body, but it's cleansing my energetic body. My subconscious mind can't argue with me. It goes, oh, the energy that no longer serves me is going down the drain. It is so powerful. hmm Even when you take a shower, that is such a beautiful time to just say something like, any energies or thoughts that don't belong to me or don't serve me for my highest good is being washed in the drain. It literally like takes 2 seconds to set those intentions. hmm Because you have to realize as humans, we have our own rules. We have social norms. We have gender norms. We have, you're supposed to look like this, of conventional beauty. You're supposed to act like that. But when you think about the spiritual realm, there's whole different universal laws that some of us aren't even aware of, you know? So tap into that because the spiritual realm is not up there or down here. It's we are there. We just can't see it because of the vibration. And if you're able to meditate and get to a certain state, we can all connect. We are all psychic mediums. We can all connect to past loved ones. It just takes a little practice. Yeah. Yep. And that's one of the things I love about being a therapist is being able to incorporate not necessarily tarot and psychic mediumships, but I love talking about energy in session because something about energy, it's something that's understood. Like, have you ever walked into a room full of people and either felt this warmness or you feel welcomed or like, oh my gosh, like they really want me to be here versus if you've ever walked into a room and the energy is weird and it's like, ugh, like I feel like I don't want to be in here. That's energy, that is energy. And we're all just all our own energy. So sometimes, because we all have our aura, sometimes we can walk through life or just go in our day to day. Say you go to the grocery store and you're fine, you feel physically fine. You're around all these people and maybe they're vibrating at a lower frequency. What if they just walk past you and some of their energy is put in your energy? Now you have a thought of, oh my gosh, I don't feel good enough, or I don't feel like I'm doing enough, or I should be further in life. And it's like, where did those thoughts come from? So it's really important to also realize like we're not our thoughts, but we are our beliefs. And a lot of our beliefs are programmed from our younger years. You know, when we were born, we didn't have any beliefs of we're not good enough, we're not lovable. Like we were as a clean slate. But if you had a parent that was either very anxious or a parent that was very angry or a parent that was not emotionally available, guess what? It's going to rub off on us. And then we may be anxious or emotionally unavailable. So a lot of times when I'm working with clients, I'm like, this trigger that you're feeling right now has to do with little you, 4-year-old you, 12-year-old you, 15-year-old you. So a lot of times you really got to get down to the root cause to really unravel that wound and then clean it from the inside so it doesn't keep getting like reopened. Yeah. Yeah, emotionally unavailable parents are tough because when you become an adult, you have to learn how to reparent yourself, and there's no instruction manual for that. Then on top of that, if you had an emotionally unavailable parent and then you have kids, like if no one taught you how to be emotionally available, how are you going to do that for your kids? So it's like you're practicing and getting better and evolving. It's so layered. That's why I always think about Shrek, like we're like onions. Like everything in life, like when people say it's not that deep, like it's that deep. It is that deep. It's like we have all these people that are people pleasers. Like why? It's probably because we had emotionally unavailable parents, or we had parents that took up too much space and didn't regulate us. Because as a parent, it's up to us to be a teacher or a guide. It's up to us to ground our kids and, teach them how to ground themselves because the front of their brain isn't developed. But if you have parents that their parents didn't teach them that, then you're only going to get pieces and bits of what you need. So it's like your parents did the best they could with the tools they had in their toolbox. And then at a certain point, like, we have to figure it out. We have to say, like, okay, and I experienced this in the past. What would I like to experience going forward? Whether you have kids or not, because you still have the kid within you. So even if you don't have kids, you still have all of your ages inside. You still have your inner child. So when you are feeling elevated or big emotions, one question I ask my clients is I'll say, what age of you is feeling triggered right now? Because it may not even be the present version of you that's triggered. Like if it's your 8-year-old version of you that feels triggered, then the need that you need to meet is going to be of a little person. That might be practicing arts and crafts. Yep, practicing arts and crafts, playing with Play-Doh, drawing a picture, doodling, going for a walk, riding a bike. So even though you become an adult, we still have to tap into that like childlike energy, you know? So, and I know it can seem and feel very overwhelming, but a lot of the things that we need to do are very simple. They're not always easy, but they're simple. That's why self-reflection and journaling is so important, because a lot of times we live in a 3D reality. We just focus on everything outside of us. We don't focus on what's internally inside of us. So I always say, so within, so without. If there are certain people or vibrations or events that are coming up in your life that you don't like, it's probably because there's something going on inside of you that needs some type of support. Um, yeah, yeah, yep. And that's the thing, with kids, it's like if you have multiple kids, they all need something different. Because you can think, okay, in my childhood, I didn't get this, I needed that, but that doesn't mean that your kid needs that, you know? So it's so complex. I think just finding ways to increase your self-awareness is just very helpful. And the way that you can increase your self-awareness is by cultivating a a healthy relationship with yourself. When you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling overwhelmed, a lot of times we can be very critical or judgmental. But what that's telling you is that you need more support. You need more compassion. You need a hug. So it's kind of counterintuitive, but you actually need a lot of the opposite. But we're not taught that. Yeah. Learning how to listen to yourself, listen to your body is is very important. And if y'all ever get a chance to actually go to therapy, it's a really good tool to do a lot of self-discovery. Like when is when have you had an opportunity to talk to someone for an hour and the conversation was 100% about you? On top of that, you're getting coping skills. You're getting techniques of how to reframe and how to look at different perspectives. It's almost like if you have a ball of yarn all knotted up, therapy is a way to like unravel the yarn in like a delicate way, you know, because everybody should not be privileged to your feelings. You know, some people are unsafe, and if you share your feelings with them, they will not be kind. So it's really important to even think about people having access to certain parts of you, of if they're safe or not. Hi there. It's been forever. Well, it's so nice to see you. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. My birthday was yesterday, so how are you doing? Oh, thank you. Hi there, Valerie. How are y'all doing today? Do y'all have any yes or no questions that y'all want answered? I am giving away one free yes or no question. If you would like a donation. If you would like a tarot question, then check out my description. Thank you. You're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I can't believe it's already December. Like, it was like August, September, November. I'm like, oh my gosh. October, November. I'm like, whew. I mean, the time has just been flying. I will tell you though, thank you so much. I am definitely looking forward to 2026 because I was just looking more into like Chinese astrology. I think we're in the year of the wood snake. And you think about a snake, it's shedding its skin. I almost think about a snake shedding its skin almost like a kid losing teeth. You know, it's like it doesn't hurt, but it's uncomfortable. Your teeth growing back. It's like weird, you know? And we're moving into the horse, which is like momentum and movement. So I was like, that seems cool. And this year, 2025, is a year 9, which is like completions, wrapping up. And 2026 is 1, which is new beginnings, fresh energy. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Thank you, Virgo, for the donation. You can go ahead and put your questions in. Yeah. Thank you, Valerie. So I'm definitely looking forward to the new year. All right, I got you. Let's see. All right, let's see. Spirit, what messages for Valerie? Gotcha. All right, I'm getting a yes for you. I'm getting a yes for you. I'm not sure, Valerie, if you've had any fears or any doubts come up. Write those out. Write those fears out, ball it up, throw it in the trash, so they don't get stuck in your body. But I am getting a yes for you. I am getting a yes, and congratulations too. That's pretty amazing. Oh, new position. All right, Spirit. What messages? That's Virgo. Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. Yes. Okay, so you're so welcome, Valerie. As Virgo, I'm getting a yes, but I also, my guide said dual position. So I don't know if you're gonna yes, you're gonna get, it's a yes to your question of getting the position, but I don't know if like that door opens and it's gonna open another door for you, or maybe like something changes and like either while you're interviewing or you're in the process, they're gonna have a a more suited position for you, if that makes sense. But I definitely feel like there's going to be, they're saying like a double blessing. So maybe you'll get different benefits or perks that you weren't aware of, but I'm definitely getting a yes for you. Oh, okay. Well, you better make sure that they're compensating you correctly. For sure. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. When they said dual position, I was just like, what does that mean? Okay. I love that. And maybe that can give you like a mix. Like if certain things are stressful, maybe certain things are less stressful. So I love that. I love that. But I do, they're showing me like adjacent doors. So I do feel like this is really going to help you, whether it's building your resume, you can go to another company in the future, but I feel like this is going to be a milestone that is going to help you for your future trajectory, if that makes sense. Yeah, that is very unique. That is very unique for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. First question. Thank you, S Virgo. And I have to say, like, I can't even take any credit for it. Like, they literally either show me images or say certain things, and I'm like, what's that? And I'm like, okay, let me just say it. So I've learned to like trust the process. Um, Also, we all have these gifts. Like, we're all souls. This is not our first lifetime. We've had hundreds and thousands of lifetimes. This is just the avatar that I chose this lifetime. If y'all want to learn more about the soul's journey, there's a great book called Journey of the Souls by Michael Newton. It's free on YouTube. It's pretty amazing. Okay. Let's see. What cards do we want to use? Let me use these. Spirit, what messages? S Virgo. Let's see. Spirit. The first thing I thought of was I felt like this person had their back towards me and their hands were crossed. I felt like they were kind of closed off. I don't know if this person is more introverted or more quiet. I don't know if they're going through a tough time. Because I got the Five of Pentacles. This energy is a little bit more pessimistic, a little bit more. It was a rough ending. Yeah. A little pessimistic, a little, the glass is half full, or glass is half empty versus half full. The thing is, with the Five of Pentacles, they can literally look up and go inside the church. But I feel like this person is intentionally standing in the rain, if that makes sense. Yeah. So how does he feel? So when I asked my guides about how he feels about you, I'm getting this. I see this person like looking up at the sun and kind of smiling. I think that this person admired you. I feel like they admired you like for your work ethic, or admired you for your discipline, or like you having it together in some type of way. I just feel like they admire you. They look up to you. I don't know if you were like, if you provided this person with kind words, but I do feel like they admire you for your focus. I feel like they see you going places. I think you kind of like reflect or mirror back to this person of what they don't have. And that's their work. That's not your work, because this card right here is growth and expansion and, looking out at the horizon. So it's almost like you're looking out at the world and you're like optimistic, and they're looking at you like, I don't want to say like, I wish I could be this person, because they admire you. It's not like envious, but I do feel like that reflection of you feeling optimistic about the world could make them feel less about themselves. I saw the Page of Cups. I do feel like this person, I feel like you used to give them some type of spark, because we do have the Ace of Wands. So this is creativity. This is desire. I don't know if you used to like give this person like new ideas. This is a very passionate energy. So I could see them seeing you as very passionate, very driven. There's definitely some type of connection here with the Two of Cups. It doesn't have to necessarily be romantic. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. But I do feel like there was some type of connection here. And I do feel like this person tried their best to show you love, to show you compassion, like the best way that they know, like they knew how. Yeah. Yeah, they tried. So that makes sense. You were going through a lot of grief. Was this person like there for you, like supportive, like as like far as like a listening ear? I guess just being like very compassionate through the grief. My guys are saying like there's no harsh feelings. I think this person is aware of like their shortcomings or their pessimistic outlook on things, and they don't take it out on you. Like they know that it's their stuff, if that makes sense. But I do feel like this person admired you very much. So my guys are showing me like a light tower. I almost feel like you were some type of light for this person. Like even when you were grieving or at a low point, they still saw you as like a light. Some type of way you like lit up their life, even though you might have been going through a tough time. Uh-oh. But yeah. Let's see. Oh wow. Definitely sending you some positive vibes, Valerie. I know it's tough with kids in general, but with special needs kids, I know that they need extra support. It's pretty tough. All right, let's see. Um, hold on. Let me. I want to get these really quick. Okay. So I'm gonna pull some cards for your question. I feel like my seat just went down. I'm gonna pull some cards for this. Spirit, yes, no, maybe so. What you got? Kind of shaky. Okay, let's see. Spirit, what messages? I hate to say it, but I do feel like this person might be depressed, and I don't think that they may be aware of it. I think they may be isolating themselves with the Hermit card. They may be really in their head. They may be isolating, spending time by themselves. The pendulum said not yet. Not to say that they're not going to answer, but I don't think it's going to resume back. I'm almost getting this feeling like maybe they're experiencing some type of low motivation, not having enough gas in their gas tank, not having will to like do the things. Maybe feeling sorry for himself. We have the 9 of Wands. This energy right here is exhausting. He could feel tired. He could feel pretty beat up. He works a lot. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like he's exhausted. I feel like he's not getting enough sleep. I do, however, because this card is showing up twice at the bottom of the deck, I do feel like he's on to something. If he's not going to self-sabotage it, I think he has some type of success, some type of recognition. Something is going to pay off for him. But I'm also wondering if he gets this recognition, if he's going to be able to recognize it for himself. So if he gets promoted or a compliment at work or a good performance review, I wonder if he's going to be able to really like accept it or identify or acknowledge it. I do feel like he is going to have lighter times ahead, maybe going into January, February with the 9 of Cups here. I would say give him some time. I would say give him some time. I think that things are going to turn around. Maybe this October through December is more of like the seasonal depression. Maybe he has his head down and he's focused on what he's focused on. But I feel like maybe more of his passion and drive will increase in like the springtime. Yeah. I just feel like his battery is very low. But he is going to move forward. He is going to move forward out of this energy. Spirit is saying, don't worry about him. I would just support him, just plant those seeds of like, hey, I'm here for you, I got your back, whatever that kind of looks like. Know that, I'm thinking about you in whatever way that looks like. But I do feel like he is going to be moving forward into a lighter energy, because right now his energy feels very heavy. But I do think that that's just part of the process of like going in a hermit mode and isolating and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, not that he's not going to answer you. I do feel like he's going to answer you. But as far as the communication and everything, like just picking back up, I'm not sure about that one. Yeah. And he probably popped in your mind because he's thinking of you. I think he thinks about you quite often, especially like when he's like getting stuff done at work, if that makes sense. If he's like getting stuff, like those things that he admires you for, if he's like handling his business and doing what he has to do, I think he thinks about you in that sense too. I don't want to say he thinks about you as a mentor, but I do feel like you almost motivate him in a way. Do you have like a lot of ambition? Because that's what I feel like the cards are saying. Almost like you're not afraid to try new things. You're not you're open to like trying things out of your comfort zone. And I think my guys are saying he would never. I don't know if it's hard for him to like try new things, but okay. Oh my God, they're so dramatic sometimes. But yeah, so glad that the messages resonate because it's just like, what? But I truly appreciate your donation. They tell me like all types of stuff and they're just like, just say it. And I'm like, say what? I'm like, I don't want to say this. But yours was pretty good though. But I can tell that that you care about this person, like you're concerned about their well-being. Um so I hope they're able to, get it together. Because as a therapist, Okay. Whoop. It's working now? Hold on. Oh no, that's because that's me. Okay. We're gonna have to do it like this. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Okay. My apologies. Y'all can hear me, right? It's back on. All right. I feel like I just lost my train of thought. Okay. All right. All right, let me just catch up because my technical difficulties. I usually don't do it from my laptop, but that's okay. All right, so thank you, Valerie. You can just go ahead and put your question in. Hello, Mary. Let's see. You can see me. The sound is perfect. All right. Yeah, so whenever you're ready, you can go. Let's see. Last question. Oh, did you get? That's fine. Go ahead. Yeah, y'all can go ahead and post your question. And anyone in the live that's new, you can get one free yes or no question. If you would like to donate for like more in-depth tarot questions, then you can go ahead and check out the description. But the yes or no question is a pendulum reading. This is so clear. I'm gonna have to do it like this next time. Convenient. All right. Okay, let's see. Right? I don't know why I typically use StreamYard. I might just, well, I'll still use StreamYard, but it looks good. The quality, okay. Using my phone is just extra. Okay. Sarah, did you change your name? Sarah, are you S Virgo? I didn't recognize your name. Okay. Oh, y'all spoke today. I did. Okay, so let's see. Hey, Sarah. Oh my gosh. I didn't know who you were because of S Virgo. All right. Like, I'm late to the party. All right, so I'm going to answer Valerie's question, and then I'll answer Sarah's question. Let's see. One. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see, can you tell me what? Okay, life partner. All right, let's see. Spirit. Do I want to use these? Hold on. All right. Okay, let's go. Let's see. All right. Spirit, what messages for Valerie? Woo. Okay. I like that one. Let's see what else we got. Okay. So the first card, well, first of all, the second card is the Two of Cups. So I do feel like there is going to be like a strong connection, a strong bond. I do feel like this is like some type of past life connection that you've had a relationship with. So I do feel like this energy is going to feel familiar. So when you do meet this person, it's going to almost be like, it's going to feel like easy. Like once you like get to know them and stuff like that. We have the Three of Coins. So I feel like this person, there's this energy of growth, expansion. I feel like they could be like really good with like innovative ideas, making money. They could own like multiple businesses, be a business owner as well. I'm looking at the King of Coins, so I feel like this is somebody that's going to be very financially savvy. This is random. They could have a beard. Don't quote me on that, but they're showing me somebody with a beard. It could be something specific about a beard or like facial hair or like something to do with their hair. Maybe something about their birth chart and like Taurus placements, like their hair is going to be very beautiful. That is very specific, but that's what they're giving me. But I do feel like this person is going to be very reliable. I think financially and emotionally here. We have the Queen of Coins. So there's just this energy of like a very grounded energy, supportive energy. I do feel like this person is going to be very patient. I do feel like that they're gonna have like a very striking, deep voice, but I feel like their voice is going to make you feel safe in your body. That's what they're saying. Oh, they changed your name on YouTube, Valerie? Okay, let's see. What else? Oh. Hold on, y'all. My ears are like ringing. Let's see. Okay. All right. Spirit, what other messages? Also, I do feel like this person is going to be pretty active. Whether they walk, whether they, what is that called? Not tennis, pickleball. I feel like they're going to be active in something. It could even be some type of water, like they like boating, they like, it doesn't have to be anything active where they're like sweating, but I do feel like they're gonna like naturey things. Not crazy like hiking, but more like fishing, or what else do you do on the water? Really? That's crazy. Sometimes when my guides are like saying so much at one time, or like spirits are communicating, my ears will ring, and it's almost like I'm not grounded enough to connect. Ooh, moving to the beach. Okay, so beach, boating, water sports. Maybe he's like beachy. Okay, I like that. All right, Spirit, what other messages? I do feel like this person is going to be a very good cook, because my guys are showing me like pasta. I don't want to say he's going to be Italian, but I do feel like there's certain dishes that he's going to cook that he's going to be very good at. I feel like this person is going to make you feel more balanced. Yeah, I do feel like this person is going to make you feel more balanced, more secure. Yes. Spirit, any other messages? The only thing is, I do feel like if this person is not a business owner or entrepreneur, this person could be in finance. But just like this person may be providing you with balance, you're a mirror to them. You're going to be providing them with balance as well. Maybe you're going to be showing them more like quality time, how to care for yourself, more self-care, how to create more work-life balance. When he's coming in. I do feel like he may work a lot, but you know, I do feel like he's going to be very kind. I do think he's going to be good with kids, because as soon as you said, is he good with kids, I saw like a bear, not like a bear, like a scary bear, but Someone like very cuddly, very affectionate. It's tricky with the timing. I do think he's going to come in sooner than later because we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a pretty quick energy. It's very passionate energy. I think it's going to be very important. I don't know if you're introverted or extroverted, but I feel like it's really important to make sure you're like mingling out and about. If someone's going to invite you to an event or something like that, I feel like you could meet this person out and about. I'm not really feeling like it's more of like something digital, like a dating app. No judgment, but I do feel like it's going to be more of an out and about when you meet this person. So I hope that those messages resonate. Ooh, let's see. So yeah. So let's see. All right, as Virgo, Sarah, I haven't forgotten about you. And okay, if you posted a yes or no question, like, and I didn't get it, just repost it. Okay, Sarah. Okay. Oh, and Valerie, I don't know why. I feel like your person, Valerie, may also have very, I don't know if you're in astrology, but I feel like they may have either very heavy Taurus placements, Valerie, or heavy like Earth placements, because I feel like this person's very grounding. Okay, on to Sarah. If y'all couldn't tell, I am a Gemini rising, and I just be all over the place. So okay. All right, Spirit. Okay. Spirit, what message is for Sarah? What we got? All right, you are up next, Mary. Okay. Virgo. Let's see. All right. So the first thing I get when I was shuffling the cards, Sarah, was they showed me a turtle. I don't know. I feel like this B Taurus person may be very slow to like show their cards or open up. They could even talk slow. Maybe not, but I feel like this person is also in the process of wrapping up some type of cycle. Okay. That's so funny. I feel like, Sarah, this person, I'm getting distracted. This person could be wrapping up some type of cycle that might have been tough with the Ten of Swords here. But for some reason, I feel like this cycle is very internal. And we have the Seven of Swords here as well. So I feel like they're wrapping up some type of cycle within themselves, maybe like working on self-trust. You know, just like trust, betrayal, stuff like that, we can do that to ourselves. So I don't know if there's a sense of him betraying himself. It doesn't have to be crazy. It could be like him wanting to have a certain diet or a routine and not, upholding. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So his divorce could have reflected a lot about himself that made him reflect upon maybe his strengths and his weaknesses. I hope he didn't harp too much on his weaknesses, but I do feel like he's going to come out this other side of the divorce and he's going to be able to have more clear mind, clear vision. He's going to be able to make plans. He's going to be able to move forward. I feel like it might have kind of hurt his self-esteem. Yeah, it might have hurt his self-esteem. Hi, Blissful Breeze. So nice to see you. Yeah. Woo. He's wrapping up a cycle. He's definitely wrapping up a cycle with the World card here. And I feel like they're answering what he's going through and not your question. Spirit, true feelings. not what he's going through. But it's important context to understand what he's going through, just in case he's sending you mixed signals. But I do, my guys are showing me like chains being broken. I do feel like he's going to be released. They're saying from this mental prison. So he's going to have more bandwidth. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But in regards to his true feelings about you, you got the 10 of coins. I mean, I don't know if you want to have a bunch of kids. No, I'm just playing. This could be it. But the 10 of coins is he sees you as somebody that's very valuable. I don't know if you've provided him with wisdom or motivation or encouraging words, but he's definitely someone that sees you as valuable, sees you as very attractive as well with the 10 of coins here. But I think he sees you some type of stability within you, maybe emotionally as well. But the 10 of coins does speak about family and having kids and stuff like that as well. My guys are showing me like the rainbow. I mean, this could be a person, and I'm not saying overnight, right? Because he's going through like this cycle and stuff. But I definitely feel like he sees you as like a viable mate. He definitely sees you as somebody that he could start a family with. And I know that's very extreme. He may not be thinking about it like that, but energetically, I think when he sees you and y'all's energy is like next to each other's, like my guys are saying compatible. So, yeah. Yeah. But I definitely, I feel like he's doing it the right way though, Sarah. I think he's doing it the right way, like going through this process because, he's really like cut all strings attached. And I really feel like he's going to focus on himself and what he needs to rebuild within himself. Oh, and he's in med school. Yeah. Good for him. Yeah. Yeah, he could be focused on his coins as well too, but wow. Mindful person. I love that. Yeah, so I think that if he was to make a decision as far as like getting to know you and like furthering that connection, I think he sees things as like for the long term. I don't think he just impulsively makes decisions. It would be something that he has thought about for quite a bit, which it can be good. It can be frustrating. But yeah, I hope that those messages resonate. And I'm just trying to catch up with the question, Mary. Spirit, what messages for Mary? Yes, no, maybe so. What we got? Okay. No. I'm not getting that your next partner will be a fire sign. Now, I do feel like your next partner will still be very extroverted. But I'm getting more of like a earth sign. I don't know how you feel about that, but I do feel that it'll be more of someone more grounding, someone at least that feels grounding. So I hope that those resonate. Let's see. Okay, Valerie, Cancer with Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. Oh my goodness, you definitely need that grounding presence or that grounding energy. I'm a Gemini Rising, Aquarius Moon. My partner is Aquarius Rising, so that Earth can really ground us down, or we'll float away like a balloon. So, all right, and Blissful. Breeze. I wish I had some tea. Let's see. Okay. Spirit. Let's see. What messages? Let's see. Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. All right. So I'm getting a not yet. They said 3 to 4, so I do feel like this person is going to be going back, but I think for some reason their trip or plans are going to be cut short. That doesn't have to be a bad thing, but I do feel like it's going to be cut short for some reason. Um, and I'm not sure where they are, but it's going to be cut short, and they're going to have to come back to wherever back is. If that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Hi, Lisa. Okay, I'm just trying to catch up with my technology, y'all. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, wow. Sarah, you've known him for 8 years? Okay. Oh, Sarah, y'all manifested each other. I love that. Okay. Okay, Spirit, what messages for Lisa? What messages for Lisa? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. All right, Lisa, I'm getting a yes. I don't really know what your question means, which I don't have to know what it means, but I am getting a yes. Take 7:15. I hope that's not a bad thing. I'm a Sagittarius sun, Mary. My birthday was yesterday. Yes. My birthday was almost the same birthday as Britney Spears. Can you believe that? She's December 4th. I'm December 6th. Okay. Hi there. I'm doing well. Welcome to my live. Everyone gets one free yes or no question. So nice to meet you. And if you want like an in-depth question, go ahead and check out my description for how to donate. Let's see. Let's see. All right. You're welcome, Lisa. I'm glad that helped. Let's see. Sure. Okay, Valerie. All right. Let's see. Oh. Oh, I love that. Valerie, before I even like pull cards, I think scripting would be very helpful for you. Scripting, writing like the story that you want to like bring in, like the support as far as financial or protection over your kids, or attracting in supportive people, and visualization. Your brain doesn't know the difference between reality and visualizing. Like if you could just see your kids at the school or with the teacher, or your kids coming home and like letting you know that they enjoyed themselves, or however you communicate with them, that they're loved and they're treated kindly. I have kids too, so it's really important that nobody is like mistreating them. Yeah. So sometimes, okay, real quick before I answer your question. So how like, I don't know if you're in the United States, but how like parents, we may be worried about our kids at school and safety, if you know what I mean, with just how the state of the world is and kids being safe at school. I'll talk to a lot of parents and they'll just say, "Oh my God, I'm so fearful, and what if this happens, and what if that happens?" And then they just look at me and they're like, "Aren't you scared?" But I'm not, because I put protection over my kids, and you can do it too. Whether you just give them a hug or send energy to them, like I'm cloaking them in protection. Um, because my thing is, when you worry about the kids, it only adds worry to their energetic field. So I just send them off and I'm just like, I know that they're protected. I know that they're safe. It makes me feel better because worry doesn't help anyone, you know? So, but I know it's easy to worry. Woo! Okay, enough talking. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, Spirit, what messages? So one of my guys says smooth and abundant. And the first card we have is the Chariot card. So this is literally the moving card. This is moving into success. I feel like this move could bring you new opportunities. It could bring in some type of achievement as well. I'm not sure if you're moving and you already have a job in mind that you're going to be doing, but you're definitely moving into this energy of success. You're going to be like wrapping up some type of cycle that might have been painful. With the Ten of Swords here, this could be mentally too. This doesn't have to be in your physical reality. I don't know if like I think about like what has the energy been like where you live now? You know, what has the energy been like at your home, in the neighborhood, at the schools? Like, I don't know if you've had an unpleasant time. Okay. Well, with the Chariot, you definitely have opportunities coming in if you're open to them. You have the Tower. So there could be like sudden changes, sudden shifts, sudden ideas that come in when you move as well. Your luck could be turning as well. Like you could find like things just work out of nowhere. You're like, oh my gosh, like how is this gonna work out? And then, you know, one thing that I say, like if I come into a problem or an issue, I'll just always say, the solutions are coming my way. And then I go make some tea or do something else, and literally either a helpful person or situation comes in my life, and I'm like, that was too easy. So just know you're gonna have some like luck come in, that's gonna be very helpful. Claustrophobic. Okay, I'm hoping a countryside home. Okay, so you need the space. That would be a great visualization, especially on like Pinterest. I was just creating a vision board on Pinterest and I was looking at like country style homes on land. I want to have a chicken coop so I can go out and get my fresh eggs. So like really seeing yourself doing that and like what that looks like would be helpful. Let's see. Okay. Spirit, what? I don't know why, but my guides are showing me like more sun. I don't know if where you're moving to now, but I do feel like it'll be more sunny, possibly more warm. Um, what else? Gotcha. My guides are saying being mindful. You have the Five of Swords and you have the Four of Coins. So, you know, the Five of Swords is more of like internal conflict. I don't know if you deal with any type of like anxiety or anything like that, but thinking of ways to kind of release those anxieties. Where your thoughts go, energy flows. So, you really want to make sure that your thoughts are intentional and are, you know, putting you in the direction that you want to go in. Chicken coop. Oh, no sun. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we got the Page of Cups here, so we got some good news coming in. We have the Page of Cups and we have the Six of Cups. You could have somebody from the past that is very helpful. It could be someone physically from your past or someone from the past, like past lives. Like you don't physically know them in this reality. But I do feel like there's going to be some people or a person coming back from the past, either helpful as far as with advice, resources, support. So I do feel like this is like a very supportive energy. My guys are saying accommodating. I feel like you're gonna feel much more accommodated when you move, whether it's like yourself, your kids, your lifestyle. What else? What else? What else? Spirit, any other messages? And we got the Wheel of Fortune again. So I do feel like that this luck, I feel like this energy is moving you into a more lucky energy. I do feel like you're going to almost see things like come into alignment. Things are just going to be working out effortlessly. If you do have any like little bumps in the road, you'll just see things come up and you're like, oh, well, I have a solution for this, or I have a solution for that. Yeah, it definitely sounds like an upgrade. It definitely sounds like wherever you're moving energetically, it's just more in alignment for you and your kids. Um, would this place allow y'all to spend more time outside? Mm-hmm. But yeah, overall, I do feel like it is going to be a good move, and like I said, more opportunities are going to be coming in. My guys are saying more flow. So I don't know where you're at now, if there's been more resistance or like roadblocks or like just little things that kind of come up, but I do feel like it's going to be more flow. So let's see. Yeah, I accept super chats. Just check the description on the donation. Nice. Spend more time outside in nature. Yeah, I'm getting that energy. Like you're definitely like life is definitely going to be slower, and I think that the slowing down of the energy is definitely going to be very helpful for your nervous system, because if you are dysregulated or stressed, just imagine how that impacts our nervous system, and then those are the frequencies or the energies you're going to be throwing out, and we don't want to attract any type of energy in of stress. So slowing down is going to probably help you breathe better, breathe deeper and slower. Um, Practicing gratefulness is a great way to raise your vibration as well. So, but yeah. Yeah. So are you moving in January? Yeah, breathe deeper. Because most people breathe very shallow. Like even as I'm talking right now, I'm only able to breathe so much. I'm not able to. You're so welcome, Valerie. Definitely wishing you the best for your new move. I'm telling you, setting your intentions or throwing out buzzwords of what you want to experience is such a game changer. It is. It really is such a game changer. But yes, oh my goodness. Well, it has definitely been a pleasure connecting with you all. Oh, gotcha. Pendulum said January. Okay. Yeah. Definitely a pleasure connecting with you all. My social battery's run out. So if you're on the replay, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications. I'm going to try to get on here more consistently. Definitely love connecting with you guys. I hope that y'all have an amazing December. Yeah, I'm going to head out. See y'all. I'm definitely going to be using my laptop next time instead of my phone. See you. Bye, Valerie. Take care.